So why do I give the Potters so much love? Because nobody loves East Liverpool like your Pratt Pack. I have been hammering away here for the last couple of hours at KDK, getting ready for a big broadcast night, but also getting ready for on the road tomorrow here on my social media platform. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube page, what are you waiting for? Where's those Potter fans at? Man, this thing should be blowing up right now. Come on. Let's go. Hustle up. Nobody loves the Potters like your Pratt Pack. Blue and white forever, baby. So listen, I've been hammering away here at KDK, getting ready for a big show tonight. But I also want to take some time to tell you about what's happening tomorrow when we open the vault. We'll be down in East Liverpool, and we're going to go live. We're going to have an audience. Hopefully you'll show up. We're going to talk to Cade Reynolds, the head basketball coach of the 11-2 Potters, who are getting ready to take on Steubenville Friday night. That's the first of 5 consecutive road games for them. Mr. Conrad, the buzzer beater, they got by Indian Creek. We're going to talk about that. Also, we'll get caught up on some other things that is Potter basketball. So, hope to see you at the vault tomorrow around 6:30. We're going to be up on stage. We're going to get that thing going. And then I'm going to come back in just a couple of moments and tell you about something that I'm going to give you as an added bonus at the vault. Because no one loves the Potters like your Pratt Pack. Blue and white, baby, forever. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Also, tomorrow night at the Vault, back with your Pratt Pack, we're going to be talking some National Football League, divisional action, and the College Football National Championship game. And you know, for years, I had a television show right across the Ohio River. I had a lot of television shows. I was always doing something, but the one that I really was the most proud of for a long time, did blow-by-blow boxing, did a little bit of everything at Mountaineer Racetrack, Casino, and Gaming Resort with my buddy Ted Arnaud, who still is a part of my Black and Gold Sunday show, brought to you by Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition. But we had a show called The Chat Pack, which we did it every week, and it went on for years, and we talked basically about the world of sports. So it's kind of another version of The Chat Pack coming to the Vault tomorrow night. I think the Derringers are in. Cade Reynolds, we're going to maybe drag him in. Troy Chisholm will be down there. Mandy Jones going to be down there. We're just going to have some fun. Drew Dawson managing everything that is the technical aspect of what we do. It's nice to actually have somebody helping me like I had in television for 20 years, right? I've been doing all this other stuff on my own. But anyway, I want to kind of give you an idea what we're going to be talking about. Divisional action this weekend, round play in the NFL. The Texans in Kansas City. Kansas City's an 8.5-point favorite. But let me say this. You Ohio State fans know all too well about C.J. Stroud. And they have 2 lockdown corners, Texans do. I'm just saying, this might be a little bit of a tougher task than everyone thinks. And it comes down to Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and that defense. Mr. Jones knocking on the door. Going to have to make some noise against that offensive line with C.J. Stroud. We saw what could happen when the defense gets going against the Chargers, so it's going to be very interesting. But you can also make a legal sportsbook bet at Mountaineer Casino, Racetrack, and Gaming Resort. Just thought I'd tell you. All right? And the other game coming up will be Washington in action. And I got to tell you, against the Lions, who are the favored in this game, but man, they're getting 9.5 points. Jaden Daniels, only a rookie, but have you seen the way he's been playing? And Dan Quinn knows a little bit about Detroit, the former defensive coordinator with Dallas. I don't know. Mr. Kingsbury, bright offensive mind. That's a lot of points. All right, let's go to Sunday. You've got the Rams and Philly. Now, Saquon Barkley, early and often, is going to be ground and pound. Jalen Hurts just doesn't seem to be himself, coming off that concussion protocol situation. And he just doesn't seem to be firing on all cylinders as he once was in this league. He's been banged up. Nick Sirianni's a great coach. But the Rams have got Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, and Matthew Stafford, who's won a Super Bowl, and Coach McVay, who is one of the best coaches in all of football. And the Rams always start off slow. Every single year they start off slow. But, man, they have been on a roll of late, and they look tremendous in that game against Minnesota. They sacked Sam Darnold 9 times. Philly getting 6. I'm just saying. And then the marquee matchup of the weekend, my Buffalo Bills, that's my team now, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. As the Ravens go, so does Lamar and Derrick King Henry, who's going to be running north and south, downhill most of the game, unless Buffalo can find a way. But the sad thing about this, with these two marquee quarterbacks, when it's all said and done, 60 minutes of football has come and gone. What went wrong? How come they can't win the big one? Make no mistake about it. They're both young. They're going to be doing this for a long time at a high level. And this is not a curtain call for Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. Hey, Baltimore's a great community. I grew up loving Johnny Unitas. I mean, come on. Johnny Unitas from the Bloomfield Rams played semi-pro football right here in Pittsburgh. Mother of the Mount Washington as a kid, got cut by the Steelers, the same time that Alliance, Ohio native Lenny Dawson got cut. About the same time anyway. Bottom line is this. Come on. Marv Levy, former owner Ralph Wilson, Buffalo, the snow, Highmark Stadium, Jim Kelly from Western Pennsylvania. Come on now. How can you not root for Buffalo? Now, coming up Monday night, National Championship game. It's the Pratt Pack version of the Chat Pack tomorrow night at the Vault. Notre Dame and Ohio State. The Ohio State. Buckeyes getting 8.5. I got to tell you, if Marcus Freeman could end up someday as being the heir apparent for Mike Tomlin, I'm all in. Although Coach Tomlin needs to stay right where he's at. But if I'm any of these teams in the NFL, I'd do whatever, even though he got a new deal. He is the next great, I think, coach that everyone's going to be talking about, and they'll be talking about him 30 years from now. And now with name, image, and likeness, Notre Dame, it's not going to always be the SEC, and Notre Dame is an independent conference football team. That means they get all the cha-ching. So they're going to have an opportunity year after year to compete. And they did it this year with Riley Leonard, who will never be confused for the next Joe Montana or Joe Theismann or Terry Hanratty at Notre Dame. Great, because he's blood and guts. He likes to get his uniform dirty. He likes to put his head down. He likes to mix it up. If I'm the Steelers, I'm just saying, he's 6'4", 235. He's not going to go probably in the first 2 rounds maybe. I'm just saying, he's Pittsburgh's kind of player. And you know what Knute Rockne used to say when he came to Pittsburgh to take on the Pitt Panthers and Jock Sutherland? There were so many Irish Catholics in Pittsburgh, it was like playing a home game. Look, I know I have a lot of friends that are watching this right now who are going to be at the Vault tomorrow night who love Ohio State. And I love them too. As a kid growing up, Archie Griffin, my hero. Come on. Loved Ohio State. Still do. Woody Hayes, Earl Bruce from Salem, Ohio. I mean, who doesn't? But I love Lou Holtz. I love Notre Dame. I love the Fighting Irish, Rudy Rudiker, all of it. Touchdown Jesus, those golden helmets glistening under those lights at South Bend. I think Notre Dame's going to win this football game. And don't be shocked if Ryan Day doesn't end up in the pros soon, too. He's a good coach. And what a difference a few weekends can make. He really has done a great job. But when you have that talent in Jeremiah Smith who can fly to the football, anything's possible. So I still think Notre Dame, but man, it's going to be a good football game. And with all due respect, it's just nice that it's not all SEC. They're great. They'll be back. But I believe with name, image, and likeness, everybody's got an opportunity. And I surely hope someday my Pitt Panthers are there. All right, that's kind of an idea of what we're going to be doing at the Vault. maybe a one-time only thing, but I just feel like doing it because of Mr. Holtz, Notre Dame. And to you, Chappie Lascola, I'll be thinking about you in those nights at the 356 in Wellsville with my buddy Jerry Stovall, talking the Fighting Irish, Digger Dawson, Lou Holtz, so many others. I love Chappie Lascola. Love you, Chappie. The Digger's still with us. The coach is still with us. And I'm real happy that this football game is going to take place. You know, 1988, Lou won it all, man. Ohio Valley, Upper Ohio Valley Hall of Fame. The Hopple family. Michelle, thank you for what you're doing there. Digger, all those years. You're the best ever. And Coach, any chance I had to meet you along the way, it has been truly an honor. Although you never want to speak after Coach Holtz because the audience is just going to fall asleep. And if you go on before him, you better leave quickly because they're not even going to remember who you are. That's how good that guy is. Anyway, that's it. Tomorrow night, the vault. Again, what's it going to take for you East Liverpool alumni? Your Pratte Pack is rocking the free world. When are you going to step up and subscribe to my YouTube channel? I'm giving you all this love now. Come on. I know. If those of you remember me during my playing days as a play-by-play broadcaster, because I consider it as tough as being an athlete, I sold a lot of advertising too. I'm pretty good at that. Self-promoting. And that's what I'm doing. The Vault. Great food, great atmosphere, and a on-the-road version of what we used to call the Chat Pack. And remember, you can make a legal sportsbook bet at Mountaineer Racetrack Casino and Gaming Resort. Just right across that bridge. Right across that bridge. That Six family now. They're waiting for you. Get across that bridge. All right. Hey, have a good night. Hope you'll join me on the radio in about 45 minutes. We have a lot to get to. And that's exactly what I love to do. A lot to get to. News that matters to each and every one of you. Tomorrow night, Cade Reynolds and I talking hoops. And then got some folks stopping by to talk some sports. I hope you come down and get some grub and spend a little time with us. And truly, a marvel. The Vault. It's incredible. Absolutely. And I've been all over. But to be in that place last week and have a chance to get some of the, here's my big word, ambiance, loved it. And Chappie Lascola, I'm putting my money on Notre Dame. Good night, everybody. Your Pratte Pack.